Alright, so continuing from where I left off, let's see, about UFOs, about the guy who was in the ship. Yeah, he reported to his officer what he saw, along with several other people, and basically, when he was writing the report, literally, his commanding officer came in and took it out of his hands, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "We need to terminate this." And he asked his commanding officer, he asked him why, and the commanding officer said, I can't tell you why. I was just informed to destroy it. Nobody can get their hands on this." And you can believe whatever you want about this guy. You could believe that this is a fake story, blah blah blah. But he has records that he's served in the Navy, and the reason why he didn't come out about this in the past is because he had mad respect for his commanding officer. He worked in that Navy for years, and he was in the middle of a war. And he lost a lot of friends, and a lot of people died. There's a lot of shit going on. That was pretty much the last thing on his mind. If you think about it that way, he probably forgot almost all about it. I'm sure he thought about it here and there, but there's a lot of stuff going on back then. And now, even though he still has a lot of respect for his officers, and his fellow crewmen, who some people have actually talked about it, but he decided that the world needs to know, and that's why he came out about it. And how this ties to religion, well, it's pretty obvious that, something's been kept secret from us. I hate to point out the obvious, but if he's seeing something that, if he's seeing a UFO, that means they've been here the whole time. And our government was founded on, our country, the USA, founded upon, religious beliefs all mixed together. And if we haven't found out about it through them, and we've had to find out on our own, don't you think that there's some sort of mass, silencer? I'm not sure what to call it, but how a gun has a silencer. There's a conspiracy. I'm not a big fan of the word conspiracy. I don't want to call it a conspiracy. It's silly, but it's pretty much what it is, because no matter what I say, they can say whatever they want. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. And I appreciate you listening to this. I'm not a really big fan of talking about UFOs and such. It's not like I go and research this shit. If you look at my blog history, I haven't made blogs in a long time, so it's not like I'm going around researching it and posting up a new blog every day. It's actually very rare for me to do anything related to UFOs. It's just the only thing I ever have to talk about that I think the world needs to know about is UFOs, because it's the one thing that is kept secret. Meanwhile, we have all these problems going on, and we have a bad economy, and I guess the last thing they want to do is cause an uproar. But you can think what you want. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not going to put ideas in your head. I'm not going to tell you not to believe in religion. You can believe in whatever you want. If you want to believe in ponies, believe in ponies. I don't care. Ponies with horns. I meant unicorns. You know where that route's going. There's not much more I can say. I guess for once I could actually say something about myself. lately I haven't really been getting back to my writing. I've been writing a book lately. There is a little bit of UFO in there. Like, it's a science fiction book, so it gets into some alien sort of characters. You know, it involves other planets. It involves intergalactic conquest. But, you know, it's more about racism, and it's about equal treatment, and what goes around comes around, and everything in this universe has an opposite but equal effect. There may not be such thing as good and evil, but there's always going to be somebody to uprise up against, you know, something that's trying to destroy everything. I mean, you get a massive virus that kills off dinosaurs, and then to top it off, you get, you know, the continents all start to shift into each other, and the dinosaurs are starting to migrate because the virus is killing a lot of dinosaurs, and they're having a hard time surviving. So they start migrating into these other territories. And, well, if you take any animal right now from one continent to the other end, I guarantee you it's going to get sick of some kind of disease. If you take us and if you take me and put me in Africa, I'll probably get sick. You know, we're not meant to just cohabitate all over the planet. You know, our immune systems are built for where we live. And when Pangea became one solid continent, obviously all the dinosaurs were all getting disease-ridden. So there's a very good chance that that's what killed off the dinosaurs. And then when the meteor strike hit, it blew up all the bones, and that's why we can't really find any bones right now, is because most of them got melted and heated and blown to bits during the meteor, along with the volcanic problems that were going on at the moment that was killing off a lot of the water life species as well. And then came the Ice Age as an opposite effect, which is what I was getting to. And within this opposite effect, it seems like after so much death has been caused, it seems like the world's just becoming that much more lifeless. But in actuality, you know, islands were starting to form up underneath it, and they're starting to push up, and an atmosphere is starting to form. And before you know it, you know, the thing that caused so much death and destruction, created fertile soil and inactive volcanoes that are full of really good life, that are really usable, you know. So death creates life. You know, you can't have a star be born without a black hole. And the black hole, sometimes, if the star is big enough, will bust the star up into a galaxy. And that's basically, I'm taking religion and such. Oh, sorry, I thought the time was finished. Okay, yeah, you're basically taking religion. I'm basically taking religion, and I'm putting it in my book as something that sort of distracts the American race. I mean, the human race, and it sort of slows them down while all this stuff is going on in the background. And I kind of make like a behind the scenes sort of thing, and I cause like a creative giant battle. And it's not really foreshadowing as to what's going to really happen or what really could happen, but it's just an exaggerated dream. Because most of my ideas come to me in my dreams. I literally dream up my ideas. So most of my book is about my dreams. And yeah, that's been taking a slow turn. I haven't been getting into it that much. And I've been working a lot in construction all south. And things have been pretty good. And that's all I really have to say. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.